Okay, we're back. Problem rock number 2. Here's that Clovis I was talking about. Raw Georgetown. Made this last night, about an hour. I'm really happy with this face. That's some clay on it. Anyways, get that somewhere safe. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is we're going to lose some length, and that's going to happen eventually anyway. And my goal for this video is just going to be to make a biface or a preform, and then I'll finish it in a future video. But I want to hit on a big piece of Georgetown, and I don't really want to just work on this video the whole time. So this is going to come out in a couple of part series. Alright, so what I did is I took a little bite off of there. You can see there's a little bite, and I'm going to try and hit that. Got to come down on it, brush down on it. It might not work. So if it doesn't, yeah, it's not going to work. Okay, so plan B is going to be to turn this edge to come in this way, because this hump is here, and maybe I could shoot a flake from the opposite face, but anyways, we're going to have to turn a bunch of these edges anyways, so I don't know, maybe I'll take a flake off the tip, and we'll lose some length, and I'll see if I can use my fingers and the support to direct the flake and into that hump. It's possible, but we'll see. Isolate the platform just a little bit. Okay, there it is. It's pretty stout for the antler. I'm actually going to take another nip off of there. Might just be messing the platform up. With this tough Texas, it's hard to take these little baby flakes, because you never know if you're going to just accidentally take off a honker. Okay, support it in my hand, keep my fingers on this ridge. This is too stout. Guess what I could do, rather than just hitting it with the hammerstone. I'm just not quite as confident with the hammerstone on those long flakes. I feel like the antler, when you have a nice rock, by no means is it better, but for me, I just feel more comfortable with it, especially on camera, especially if I'm taking my time. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to hit it with my little faceted end of my moose billet here. Boom. Okay. Support it nicely in my hand, gently. I'm not trying to pinch too hard. That didn't do what we wanted it to. So that's okay. That was kind of like, we're going to test that out before we go to plan B. Plan B is going to be turning this edge here, because I don't see another way to get into this thing. And so far, we've lost, other than the trim down the tip I just did, we've lost almost no length, so, or width. There we go. So I banked it down. I took a little round flake over that. So what that's going to do is, not only is it makes it easier to climb up that hill, but well, that's all it does actually, is it makes it easier to climb up that hill. It also gives it a little more convexity, which is what I'm going to be shooting for anyways. Okay, so I'm going to try and hit this one with antler. It might fail. If it does, I'm going to hit one off to the side real quick. There we go. Took a little baby flake off of there. Now we have an isolated platform set up here. There's my platform. Cross grind it a little more. This is a pretty narrow platform, so it could just fold on me. Okay. So there's our platform. And we got it. Technically we got an overshot. So there's our piece now. So if we can remove this hump right here, then we're looking at a biface pretty quick. Maybe a little flake down the end here with the hammerstone. With these steep platforms, I like to use the hammerstone. That's more of a hammerstone platform than the antler. I don't find the antler does well on those steep edges, other than in like really early stage thinning. Okay. Clean up after ourselves. So what I would do probably if I wasn't doing this on camera is I would just bank this down and wail on it. I might do that real quick just to see how it goes. This hammerstone isn't going to cut it. Neither is that. Neither is that. That's not going to work. There we go. That didn't do exactly what we wanted, but it's not the end of the world. Okay. Just kind of raising the edge up a little here. To get rid of this curve, I need to remove mass off of this side and then obviously off of the middle there. I wanted to get this done in 2 videos, but it looks like it's going to be 3. Alright, I took a little flake off of there. Dove a little deep on me. It's fun because you can go back, like when you're filming yourself like this, the fun part, or can be not so fun too, but is that you get to go back and see, and you can do it in slow-mo, like strikes and the flakes they removed. And initially that's why I started doing it. That's why I'm filming it on my phone and not on my camera and not editing them and all that stuff. Because one, I don't really care if I look like a kook or if my videos suck, at least for now. I'm just trying to hopefully see maybe a couple of you guys that watch these learn a thing or two. I know I learned a ton from watching guys like Jim Wynn and Marty. I still do. I mean, I reference those guys on a weekly basis. Oh man, getting some tennis elbow here. I had to get up at 6:30 in the morning to run my dog before teaching a primitive skills class today for a corporate group. But it was a lot of fun. They did a really good job with traps, figure 4, and fire. So it was a fun day. Anyways, there's my other platform. We're at 9 minutes. I'm going to strike this and we're going to move. There we go. Little flake. This is where we're at right now.